Hello, brothers and sisters. Today we're going to be talking about the children of Israel, how they became so corrupt that God began to tell them about the sins that they were committing. Now, if you want to look at some of the details of back then and compare it to now, the things that's going on right now today, uh, all you have to do is look at Ezekiel chapter 22, and it tells you about the bloody city. And many cities in America are bloody. Many cities in America are bloody. And all kinds of things are going on. And God is watching everything. He's watching everything. Now, we today understand that God is able to watch everything. Before, couldn't understand, how can God see everything? Well, with our minor technology and our finite minds, we have figured out how to use a satellite to observe everything in the world. We have satellites that can give us pictures and images and send them back to one place. Different satellites all over the world can give you pictures and images of situations and things happening all over the world, and you can put the screens in one control room and watch everything going on all over the world at once. But only God's mind is superior, and He has a better system than that. But now that you can see that man can do that, can you imagine God seeing everything? So God is seeing everything that's going on in the world today, and He's not pleased with the acts and the works that men commit in the world. And He begins to tell the children of Israel, He tells them about their sins. And we want to start in the book of Ezekiel chapter 22. And we want to look at the 7th verse. We're going to start with the 7th verse. Take time, when you got time, to read the whole chapter and ask God to give you understanding in what you're reading, so you can get an understanding of what does God mean when He say these things. And it says, indeed, have they set a light by father and mother. Looking at your father and mother in when they are into sexual intercourse together. You looking at them, or you looking at your father and mother's nakedness. It's evil. God sees what you're doing. This doesn't account for every one of us, but there are many people that do these evil acts. It says, in the midst of thee have they dealt by oppression with the stranger. So it's telling you that in the midst of these bloody cities, they treat strangers bad. They mistreat strangers. They oppress strangers that come by and come through town. They're looking to rob them, kill them, abuse them in some kind of way. God says it's evil. And God goes on to say, indeed, have they vexed the fatherless, those that don't have a father, and those that don't even have a mother. You vexed them. You treated them bad. You mistreated them because they didn't have no protector. They didn't have a father. They didn't have no one to stand for them. So you vexed them and you treated them bad. And a person without a father is a person that has a deep hurt. Something's missing. He's deprived of his upbringing, and instead of being merciful and trying to help out or trying to fill in for your neighbor, you oppress the fatherless. You understand? And it says, and the widow, the person that doesn't have a husband, she's all alone, she's living alone by herself. You oppressed her, you vexed her, you made her miserable. You treated her bad because you knew she was helpless. You understand? It goes on to say, thou hast despised my holy things. You don't even care about the things of God anymore. You don't even care about the things of God anymore. And let me tell you now, you think that just because time is going on and things haven't happened as enough to shake your foundation of your world yet, do you really think that God is going to just keep overlooking the things that we are doing. No. There's judgment coming, and no man seems to be concerned with the judgment of God or the day of the Lord. But the day of the Lord is coming. Right now, God is being merciful. God is a merciful God. He gives you time, what? To change your mind. To change your mind about the things you're doing. But you only allowed so much time, and who knows when your time will come. But God is seeing all the evil works of man, and he's counting them up in a record book. You can have your record wiped out clean. You can have your record book wiped clean by the blood of the Lamb. But you must change your ways. If you don't change your ways, in the day of the Lord catch you in these acts and catch you in these evil doings and your evil state of mind, then you will be consumed by the judgment of God. Now it goes on to say, thou hast despised my holy things and hast profaned my Sabbaths. Care nothing about the Lord's resting day. Care nothing about that. It says, in thee are men that carry tales to shed blood. Talking about shedding blood, talking about how they shedded blood and how they're going to shed blood and how talking and bragging about killing people and stuff like that. It goes on today, right now today, in the evil bloody city. There's music and rappers talking about how they killed their brothers and how they're going out to kill somebody just like them. Yeah, in thee, the bloody city. And it says, and in thee they eat upon the mountains, in thee, on the mountains, in the midst of thee, they commit lowness, they commit wickedness, they do evil, nasty, low down things. In thee, it says. And in thee, it says, have they discovered their father's nakedness. In thee have they humbled her that was set apart for pollution. In thee, the woman is on her ministration. They don't care about that. They'll have sex while she's on her ministration. They don't care. In thee, the bloody city, full of blood, it said, and one had committed abomination with his neighbor's wife. In thee, the bloody city. It said, and another had lowly defiled his daughter-in-law. In thee, the bloody city, caring nothing about right and wrong, just doing whatever your evil mind tells you to do, regardless of the judgment of God which is to come, regardless of the day of the Lord which will come upon us like a thief in the night. It says, in thee, yes. And another in thee had humbled his sister, his father's daughter. In thee, yeah, they commit sex with their own brothers and sisters. Yeah, in thee. God sees all these things. And you think the judgment of God doesn't, you think the eyes of God don't see what you're doing? Because his mercy has been prolonged for your sake, that you might turn around. Praise God. It says, in thee have they taken gifts to shed blood. Go kill somebody for a gift or some money or whatever. God sees it all. Thou hast taken a usury, an increase, charging interest to your brother. And thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbors by extortion. God sees it all. And thou hast forgotten me, God said. You forgot me. In thee, you forgot him. You forgot God. The bloody city is a city that has forgotten God. It says, behold, therefore I have smitten my hand at thy dishonest gain which thou hast made, and at thy blood which thou had been in the midst of thee. Can thine heart endure? Can you endure? Or can thine hands be strong in the days that I shall deal with thee? You think you can handle it when God get ready to deal with you for all your evil that you're doing? You think you're going to be able to handle it? You think you're going to be able to handle it when God get ready to check you for the things you've been doing? Do you think you can handle it?